Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So happy you could join us tonight. If you guys are here, you should not be here alone. Go right ahead and go ahead and start texting some people. Get somebody here with you. This is not the event where you want to come to alone. We're going to be getting started in just a minute. So go ahead and send out your last minute text messages and get your people on. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Go ahead and drop in a chat where you guys are tuning in from. Drop some emojis in the chat. Let me know how everybody is feeling on this good evening. It's hump day. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. We're gonna get this call loaded up. We're gonna be getting started. I am super excited for everybody that's here tonight. Where are y'all tuning in from? Drop it in the chat for me. And like I stated, you should not be here alone. So go ahead and text your best friend, text your husband, text your mother, text your sister. Get your people in this room. You do not want to miss this presentation. If you want to 10x your business, you're ready to take it to the next level, this is definitely the call for you. You do not want to miss what we have to show you guys today. Well, tonight. You do not want to miss this. So let's get fired up, you guys. It's going to be loaded up here in a minute. We're going to be starting promptly. We got our guest speaker coming on tonight. He is a multi-millionaire coming to show us exactly what we need to do to 10x our business and make our customers seek us out. So let's get on your phone, send out the messages, and let's load this call up, team. Okay, I don't see y'all saying in the chat. Somebody go ahead and drop something in the chat. Let me make sure that the chat is activated. Let me make sure that you guys can comment in the chat. How's everybody doing this evening? I gotta see something in the chat. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Y'all out there? Y'all out there? Okay, let's go. That's what I need to see. Let's hit some fire. When I tell y'all this is about to be fire, fire, the speaker that I'm about to bring up, you guys, y'all go ahead and invite your people. Everybody's gonna be loaded up in here. All right, chat working, chat working. Okay, so where's everybody tuning in from? Where y'all at? Where is everybody tuning in from? Let me see. Let's see what city versus everybody. Who all here? Let's see who really want it. Y'all, let's get y'all people in here. Let's get your people in. Let's send out these messages. Get everybody on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, y'all. Y'all go ahead and get the texting in the groups, letting them know that we are here and ready to go. ATL in the building, okay. Dallas, Texas, Brooklyn, New York, ATL in here strong. We got Illinois in the building. All right, yep. We like to see people from all over the world. Yes, 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 yes. Know our message is getting out there. Yes, this is gonna be so, so fire. All right, so everybody that's dropping where they're from, you guys go ahead and invite at least one person to this call. This is a call where you do not want to be on this call alone. This is not a solo trip here. If you're looking to make the big bucks, if you're looking to be a multi-millionaire or even a one-time millionaire, you are not going to be able to do this thing alone. So go ahead and get your business bestie here, your traveling buddy, that person you want to have fine dining with, that person you want to catch flights with, so on and so forth. Your rich bestie, they should be on this Zoom with you, you guys. Let's load it up. All right, you heard, got our people in the building. Let's go. Type your comments to everybody. You're talking to host and panelists, a few of you guys. So when you're typing in there, if you can do that drop down menu and put it on everyone so that everybody can see your comments. And we're going to be getting started shortly, you guys. So go ahead and just keep loading up this call and we're going to get you going. If you just not joining us, go ahead and drop in the chat where you tuning in from. Go ahead and drop in the chat where you tuning in from. Let's go ahead and get this call loaded up. Go ahead and get your people in here, you guys. I'm telling y'all, you don't want to miss this. When we get involved with this call, you're gonna be like, dang, I should have had five more people. They need to hear this. My team need to hear this. My business partners need to hear this. I'm telling you, you don't have to go back and tell the story. It's like you had to be here to believe it. I'm telling you, it's not the same. They are not here, you guys. All right, this call is getting packed, but y'all, come on. Come on, we had 92 people on the call last night. Go ahead and get your people back on here. If you are new here and you just got started, bring your people in because guess what? They're going to be ready tonight. Let's get this call loaded up, you guys. Let's go. All right, all right. Y'all drop in the chat. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Where y'all tuning in from tonight? We saw we had Brooklyn in the building, ATL in the building, Illinois in the building. We got Dallas, Texas. I don't see no Fort Worth people. Y'all have been in here strong. Fort Worth, y'all here? Charlotte, okay. All right, Fort Worth, Texas. You type into host and panelists, so make sure a few of you guys are type into host and panelists, so make sure that you do the drop down menu and type to everyone. All right, if you got your teams here, make sure that y'all got y'all teams on. When I tell you guys, this is something that you want your people to hear. This is some information that you do not want to gatekeep on. If you want to 10x your business, you ready to take it to the next level. All right, you ready to reach heights that you've never ever reached before. You in the right place in the right time. All right, Fort Worth, y'all showing up. Okay, BK, is that Brooklyn or the Bronx? What's BK? I'm a little slow. What's BK? Fort Worth, Fort Worth. Okay, Charlotte. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all type into everyone. Just that drop down menu right above where you're typing at. Hit that arrow and go ahead and hit to everyone so everyone can see you. Everyone can see you, you guys. I'm so excited. If y'all don't have y'all team on here, make sure. Okay, that's Brooklyn. Thank you, Earl. Thank you. That's Brooklyn. If y'all don't have y'all people on here, make sure they on here. I see our guest speaker has just stepped into the building. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be introducing him in a minute. If y'all ready for me to bring the speaker up, I need a bunch of fire in the chat, fire in the chat, fire in the chat. Let me see if y'all ready for him. It ain't too many times where you get to meet your mentor's mentor, right? Where I bring a whole millionaire to show y'all the game. I've always been that person. I used to look at people in certain industries and I'd be like, you know what, if I could just get next to them, man, if I could just get them to show me what they doing, I know I could do it. I know it's a piece that I'm missing, like I'm doing everything right, and if they just show me, that one little thing, man, I know it's a missing piece. What's that magic piece that's gonna turn that light switch on in my business, and I am gonna just go to the next level, you guys. So it is going to be a game changer tonight, you guys. So get your people here. Get your husband on. Get your best friend on. Get everybody on your team. Anybody that you want to travel with and you want them to have their own money, they need to be on this Zoom. Anybody that you want to go out to eat with and you might need them to play credit card roulette with you like us rich people play sometimes, you want them to be on this Zoom. Okay? Doesn't matter what industry you in, this Zoom is for everybody. Everybody. And we're gonna be getting started in a minute. I'm about to introduce our speaker. I see a little bit of fire in the chat. I don't see a lot of fire in the chat. I don't think y'all ready for him yet. I don't think y'all ready for him yet. We need about 5 or 10 more people on this call. I gotta show them we ain't playing tonight. We missing a lot of people. Where y'all at? Where y'all teams at? This a everyday grind. This getting this millionaire money, y'all. We been here 2 nights. Where we at? Keep it coming, y'all. This part of the grind. Don't forget the process. What we say, practice the principles so that you can participate in the promises. All right. But as you're practicing the principles, you got to go through the process, right? This is one of the processes, showing up for yourself, doing what you got to do, making sure that you are here and you have your team here, you guys. So I see a lot of you guys from my team, y'all missing some people. I need y'all to get them in this building. Ask them where they at. Tell them to show up. We got a whole millionaire that has dedicated time to give y'all the game to 10x y'all business. Let's go. Let's show some appreciation. Some appreciation, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. While I bring up our speaker, let me get it. Let me get my introduction here ready for you guys. Ready for you guys. Okay, family. So I hope y'all got y'all pads. I hope y'all got y'all pens out. Okay. I need y'all to lock in real quick. If you've never locked in before, I need y'all to lock in real quick. I don't call y'all out here for nothing, right? I got a lot of things going on. If I invited you here and if I personally invited you here, I need you to be here. I respect you And this is some information that you need to hear. The man that I am about to bring up here, you guys, um, and I'm about to introduce him, you guys, he's different. He's very different, you know. He's not just a leader, he's a living legend, you guys. He's a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. He's a TED Talk honoree, featured in Who's Who in Black America, and a personal mentee of Mr. Les Brown. Now, when he became CMO of this great company, Nobay, he helped us take it to the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in America in his first year, you guys. In his first year. Okay? This is what he did for this company. 10x'd it. And he's helped us get there for 5 years in a row. So he's helped us get it the first year and then he kept us there. That's basically what that means. He kept us there. That's not just hype, that is results, you guys. He's sharp, he's strategic, and he's spirit led. And the fact that we get to learn from him tonight, that's a blessing and an opportunity that I don't take lightly, and you guys should not take lightly. Team, get your notepads ready and let's welcome Mr. Haziq Ali. Sir, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear. Y'all get your people on here. Don't stop inviting. Keep inviting. It gets better by the minute. I'm telling you. Show Mr. Haziq some love. Y'all drop some fire in the chat. Let's run it up. Let's run it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell him
Man,
we
shouts
ready.
out
Bring the
to
pain. Let's
Hey,
go.
hey, shouts out to you, Miss Reed. So proud of you and everything that you're doing for our tax professionals all over the country. So proud that a serial entrepreneur such as yourself takes time out to kind of, love on this baby as well. I think you agree with me that we are living in strange times, y'all. But tonight we're going to come with solution. I want to welcome you to what we call Project 1000. This is how any tax professional can create a movement while moving from invisible to invaluable. It's not your imagination. The world is changing for service professionals. It's an absolute fact. There's no getting around it, y'all. I don't know if you know this story right here, but they tell this story about the frog down south, right, where people eat frogs and what have you. If you put the frog in boiling water, y'all, the frog will jump out. But believe it or not, if you put the frog in room temperature water and just turn the heat up gradually, the frog will stay in the pot until it boils alive. The frog can't tell that the temperature is rising. Check this out, y'all. Maybe you have noticed this, but we don't go to the car lot anymore and kick the tires like we used to do with Paw Paw. Maybe you noticed this, but in the insurance game, we no longer wait to talk to an insurance agent. It's like we can check all the quotes online. We don't even need a person anymore. Maybe you noticed this, y'all, but when you're going to buy a house or you're going to look at some investment property, you have virtual tours. You got drones that's showing you the whole neighborhood. I mean, if you are in services, you are becoming a commodity, and tax professionals are no different. Technology erases the need for those with bare minimum value. Somebody say, I ain't bare minimum. I ain't bare minimum. Somebody give it to me. I ain't bare minimum. I ain't bare minimum. Somebody give it to me, y'all. Somebody give it to me. See, this is what I need you to know. 1.7 million layoffs in August alone. Look, y'all, Walmart just announced a hiring freeze, and we're going into the holiday season. Don't let this go over your head. Look. UPS. I mean, everybody got to mail packages. UPS is normally willing to hire anybody who can get through the application. Am I lying? UPS just laid off 48,000 people and counting. And counting. Amazon. Now, you know this is the holiday season. You know we coming up on the biggest shopping days of the entire year. Amazon just cut another 14,000 jobs. Projected job growth is 0.6%. They predicted 7%. I'm just trying to share with you. Credit card debt just hit $1.3 trillion. 24 billion got added to people's utilization, their credit card debt in the third quarter alone. Third quarter, for those that don't know, is July, August, September. $24 billion worth of debt in this country in 3 months. Listen to me, y'all. Unemployment rate for college graduates is skyrocketing, all because technology erases the need for those with bare minimum value. The temperature's rising. I got 5 reasons for you why you can't stay a commodity. Because don't worry, I ain't trying to depress you. I got solutions here tonight. The first reason you can't stay a commodity is it's a race to the bottom. Listen, y'all, when clients can't tell the difference between two providers, the only differentiator becomes price. Oh, and you don't want that because now they like, well, who got the best price? They over there, can you match their price? Oh, I can match it. I can beat it. They dropped their price $100. I dropped mine $150. So then they dropped theirs $200. Next thing you know, everybody's out of business. It's a race to the bottom. Check it out, y'all. You got to understand that low prices force these tax preparers into now they can't afford to be top notch. They can't even afford to give you hot chocolate when you're sitting in it, all because what you got to understand is that authorities can charge way more because it's about the transformation, not the transaction. Technology is automating everything. They don't care about competence. Now they're comparing price. Now they're comparing speed. Now they're comparing user experience. Stop me when I tell a lie, y'all. Also, the consumers are way more smarter. The reason you can't be a commodity now is that they feel like they can chat GPT their taxes. Listen to me, y'all. The reason you can't be a commodity now is because it's getting way too complex. The laws keep on evolving. Stop me when I tell a lie, y'all. Therefore, the ones who fail to educate are going to lose to the ones who do. It's just that simple. Visibility's become the new credibility. If they can't find you online, if they can't find you in the community, they assume you irrelevant. Huh? We got to move from invisible to invaluable. We can't be a commodity, y'all. The goal is simple. And there are 3 levels of a service professional. The first level is the commodity. They always hear, what's your lowest price? The second level is the authority. They always hear, I'll take your advice. The third level is celebrity. They go, please, give me some advice. But how do we do it? How do we move up the ladder? How do we move from commodity to authority? Everybody might not make it to celebrity, but we can't stay a commodity. We're going to get wiped out by technology. Here's what I want you to remember. You're like a doctor. I don't know if you noticed this, but doctors have the shortest sales cycle in all of commerce. It's wild. The doctor just fill your forehead, and then he give you this slip of paper, and you go buy it. You don't ask what's in it. You don't ask how much it costs. You don't even ask about the side effects, all because the doctor has what we call authority. Huh? Authority, y'all. It's so weird. When the brain gives you authority in one area, it naturally gives you authority in all these different areas. Like, how is Michael Jordan able to sell us Hanes underwear? What does he know about thread count? What does he know about men's underwear? He's a basketball player. But the way it works is when we give you authority in one area, we give you authority in all. It's a weird quirk of the brain. My point is, you got to step yours up. And enhancing the services help any commodity become an authority. They can't confuse you with the next tax preparer when you also offer wills and trusts. They can't confuse you with the next when you got auto loan refinancing, interest-free payday loans. Drop some fire emojis when I get the one you love. Credit restoration and building. Hey, business credit building with a $50,000 funding guarantee. You know how much better your tax business would do if you had some entrepreneurs you could serve. But how are you supposed to do it when you sound like everybody else? Every tax professional I know is talking about the tax credit for children and how fast they can do in advance. I can't tell the difference between none of y'all. So now it becomes who's the cheapest until you come along with free fundability scans, y'all. You come along with high yield savings accounts, debt resolution for personal and business. You come along with $1 million identity theft protection plans, small business funding up to 150 million, student loan refinancing, grant searches. It's like a Google for grants. Here you come with credit card offers. Here you come and you get paid off of all of this stuff. Check it out, y'all. Let's run some money numbers real quick, right? Let's run some money numbers. Let's just say you can bring 5 clients a week and they all needed a solution. They invest their little 199 in the credit services, their little 99 a month. Normally they done in a couple of months. It's all good. It's all good. A couple hundred to save thousands and thousands of dollars and make their life light years easier, right? Check it out. You get $100 a client. Plus, you get $30 a month. Let's do the math. That's $500 a week. That's $150 residual you just got per week, right? You just got that in a week. So that means in a month, that's $600. That's $2,000 you just now earned, but that's also $600 residual. Listen to me. If you know you can get more than 5 clients a week to trust you, when you already the doctor of their finances, you already the tax professional they trust year after year, let me see in the chat how many clients you think you have that need help with their credit. I mean, if you can't do 5 a week, we in the wrong business, right? Some of y'all are doing 30 and 35 and 40 returns a day. Some of y'all are doing 6 and 10 and 15 returns a day. You can't convince me that you don't see a few people that need help with their credit. Can I get a witness? Because after 3 months, you're now at a $6,000 total and you're at an $1,800 a month residual. And this is just off the credit. That's just the credit services, y'all. We ain't even talking about everything else you can offer. Am I making sense to somebody out there? This is how you avoid being a commodity. On top of that, you're going to get a check every month. You know, not just a check, but you also get all kinds of cool things, platinum plaques and diamond rings and car bonuses and mortgage payments, investment groups, company stock. It's crazy. You get paid 6 or 7 times a month because you also get paid every week. And it's wild how this thing works because as you become a better leader, as you teach other tax professionals how they can avoid being a commodity, as you teach other realtors, as you teach other car salesmen, as you teach other insurance agents, as you teach other teachers, as you teach other leaders, as you teach other pastors, your income starts to rise. I mean, when you're a sales director, every time they pay $349, you're making $500, right? Think about it. They only pay $349 and you're making $500. I could go on and on and on. But let me show you how the recognition looks. Check this out. This is our convention. Our next one's coming up at the end of February, beginning of March. But I want you to see what kind of love you're about to experience when you join Miss Reed and I in this journey we call Novate. Check this out. Let's just take a good 5 minutes. Yay!
And when you can start believing within yourself that you're on the right path, with the right people, with the right company, and the right leadership, and you start believing in yourself and you believe that you're going to end up at the destination you want to arrive at, it's going to make the journey so much more fulfilling. And that's what we're here for, to continue to give you that type of foundation.
You gotta love it, right? And you saw all of those plaques and whatnot. Let's just go over this a month. They always ask me, how do you have guys that just came home from prison doing six figures? How do you have high school dropouts doing 10,000, 20,000, even 30,000 a month? Like, this is why they gave me a TED Talk. This is why they gave me a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, because we ain't just talking about it. We're actually creating financial freedom in our community. This is non-seasonal income, y'all. And when you're looking at this money, this is the smartest part of your check. I don't want you to get it twisted. Yeah, the little $50 a month is better than 49, but understand you're getting paid also $100 for every credit client. How could this not be the smallest part of your check? The 250, the 650, the 4,000, the 10,000, the 20,000, the 30,000. Because as you begin to build a team, and I know I got a bunch of tax professionals on here that already have teams because you have been working in this sort of business concept as long as you've been in the tax industry. It's the same exact concept, except this is non-seasonal income, and this allows them to separate themselves from the crowd. In an MBA program, they would call this blue ocean strategy. The whole idea is you don't want to be in a red ocean because then you become a commodity. You have to find clear blue water. That clear blue water is called, I'm a one-stop shop. Somebody give it to me in the chat. I'm a one-stop shop. I'm a one-stop shop. And the way this works is when you start signing up your teammates, some of y'all got a whole lot of teammates, man. When you start signing them up, look, an affiliate comes in, they making $100 off 349. Now, what is that? Like 33% commission. That ain't nothing to, you know what I mean? We ain't mad. But look, once I hit senior affiliate, I'm already making 100. I'm not just making the money I showed you on the other chart. I'm also getting a much bigger slice of the pie. Look, by the time I hit senior consultant, they're paying $349 to be a franchise in my organization because I love opening a franchise, y'all. You got to think about it. I don't know if they're going to sell 10 burgers and fries a month or if they're going to sell 50 burgers and fries a month. But it's all good. Somebody give me two in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. We take it all. It's all good. Now, if they only selling 10 burgers and fries, maybe I need to get in there and be a better leader. Maybe I need to show them some things they missing, how they can sell some more shakes, how they can sell some more fries, how they can cut down on the prices of their napkins, whatever it is. But my job is to help this franchise do well. And look what happens when that happens. Let's say I'm a senior consultant. They pay their little $349. I'm making $380. Look, one of my affiliates bring one in. They get their 100, but I get the other 280. I'm mentioning this because I know we got some team builders here. Miss Reed told me, she said, don't sleep on them. A lot of them got teams already. So I'm talking to you. Y'all with me? All right. Look, one of my senior affiliates bring one in. They get their 180, but I still get 200. Because guess what? If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be here. I'm the one took the shot. I'm the one that said yes. I'm the one that joined so early that Miss Reed, and myself and a bunch of other leaders could start building underneath you. We only need what's called three different, I don't know what they call it, right? Except legs. I don't want to, but three legs of business. That means after my third person, the fourth one has to go under one of my three. I have to help them win so I can win. And this ain't like one of them pyramid things. Y'all remember them COVID blessing circles where everybody's just passing around money? No, 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 no. This ain't no magical pill to give you a six-pack without working out. Nah, I can literally watch you improve. I can see your score go from the 400s to the 800s. I can watch it happen. I get to sleep good at night knowing I'm helping expand God's kingdom. Am I making sense? I thought a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. How the heck they gonna do that with bad credit? Oh man, bad credit make it hard to be a good man. Can I get a witness? I don't mean to preach to y'all. No, But y'all feel me where I'm coming from. All right, so let's move right along, right? So the three levels of a service professional then are commodity, authority, celebrity. Now, most are here. Most are at commodity. They just offer their core service. Can I get a witness? But check it out. An authority also offers their enhanced service. And then check it out. A celebrity offers their enhanced services plus a marketing campaign. That's what makes you a celebrity. So let's break it down. Now, some of you may know this, some of you don't. But I'm not like, for instance, a big social media guy. I'll throw my social media in the chat just for fun, just so everybody can have it. You can see if I'm the real deal. I don't mind doing that. But this is what I want you to know, y'all. I'm really a marketing man. As a CMO, to God be the glory, we were able to hit the Inc. 5000 list, the fastest growing companies in America, 5 years in a row. The first year I took over as CMO, and every year since, to God be the glory. I ain't saying I'm the only reason, but it ain't nothing. So what I'm about to do is give you an MBA level marketing course, except they never taught you this stuff in business school. These are the kinds of things I've picked up being in business for myself since I was a little kid. I've never had a job. If I didn't learn how to market, then I would starve to death. You with me? So I'm going to break it down for you. Y'all ready? Somebody say ready in the chat if y'all ready. Somebody say ready in the chat if y'all ready. Here we go. So every single business on the planet has 3 different units to it. The first unit is the before unit. That's everything that happens before they do business with you. The second unit is the during unit. That's everything that's happening while you're transacting a sale. Maybe they come in your store. Maybe they're on the phone. Maybe they're interacting with your chat bot. All of that is the during unit. And then the after unit is just that, everything that happens after the sale. So we call the before unit recruitment, the during unit referrals, and the after unit's purpose is retention. Everybody with me? All right, let's run through it. All right, so number 1 is a tax professional. You got to practice recruitment. It's the art of attraction. Kings and queens, without recruitment, you become invisible. How do we do it? We got to craft a message that solves a real problem. You can't just go around talking about how you're going to get him a child tax credit and a cash advance. You got to step it up if you want to recruit people. Listen to me. You got to show up online and in your community with some consistency. You can't just be a little bit in, a little bit out. We're not going to trust you. You're not going to attract nobody to you like that. And you got to use funnels so you keep track of the people that express interest. Because just because I see I need a haircut don't mean I'm ready to sit in a chair right now. I need to make sure I'm talking to you no matter what part of the buying cycle you're in. In other words, instead of chasing bees, build a garden. Can somebody give me that in the chat? Build a garden. Build a garden. Stop chasing bees. They're really hard to catch. But if you build a garden, they come to you. Here's the second one, referrals. Now, this is how you turn your clients into your promotion team. Listen to me. This is how you see, trust is way faster than ads. How do you do it? Unforgettable client experience, systemized follow-ups. Here's what nobody ever taught you about referrals, y'all. People don't give you referrals because they love you. People don't give you referrals because they want to support your business. People give you referrals for status. They want to feel superior to their friends. When I tell you about this restaurant I love, I'm like this. Yeah, you like that, didn't you? They took care of you, didn't you? Yeah, they're my people over there. See what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, you like, I tell you about a movie. I tell you about a TV show. That's why one thing you can do to bond with your significant other is pretend you into what they into, because then they get to feel good being around you. And people don't fall in love with you. They fall in love with how they feel when they're around you. Don't let that go over your head. Your every activity when you are dealing with that client needs to be based around giving them something to brag about. Giving them something where when they go and tell somebody about you, they're like, yo, you need to see my tax lady. You need to see my tax guy. I hope I'm making sense. Y'all getting this? Y'all getting this? Check it out. The third unit is retention. Retention is all about this idea that, listen to me, keeping a client is way cheaper than finding a new one. Retention is how you turn first-time buyers into lifetime believers. Retention is where they stop being a customer, which is somebody that buys something from you, and they start becoming a client, which is someone who's under your protection. But here's what nobody tells you. For you to be able to retain a client, you gotta have events that encourage referrals, or you gotta be adding ongoing value through education, or you gotta have a system for celebrating client success and yelling it from the rooftops about what kind of results you get. You with me? Because here's what nobody understands about retention. Gratitude is impossible, much less loyalty, much less retention until after the transaction. Feel me on this. It's the realtor who comes to see me 90 days after I buy the house who's going to have my business forever. Same thing with you as a tax professional. Same thing as you in any kind of service-oriented profession. You got to check on your people because that is where loyalty starts after the transaction. So how do we do all this? You're like, I hear you. It sounds good, buddy. Right? But how? How, Hazi? What if we started a movement? What if we started a movement, y'all? Now, why a movement? I'll tell you. People don't follow information, they follow inspiration. True or true? Somebody drop some fire emojis when I say something you agree with. Check it out. The marketplace don't reward the best service. It rewards the loudest story. See, look, attention is the new currency and movements created for free. Movements create attention out of thin air. Algorithms don't follow energy. Algorithms follow effort. Have you ever noticed the internet amplifies what people feel emotionally? It amplifies whatever moves people's emotions, not what just educates them. Y'all ever notice that? Check it out. You got to start a movement because customers want to belong. They don't just want to buy. They want to belong. Oh, I hope y'all ain't missing this. Look, the world is tired of experts, but the world is starving for leadership. Millionaires, there is so much opportunity to create a movement. Case in point, I just told you in the beginning, everybody's getting laid off. We going into holiday season and people is getting reamed. The middle class is under attack. The rich are getting richer. The poor are getting poorer. Listen to me. Institutional investors are starting to buy up and hoard the property all over the country. By 2035, they're saying over 70% of residential real estate is going to be owned by commercial investors. Look, that means less ownership for your family. And I heard a quote that gave me chills, y'all. They was like, if you don't become a good steward of your finances, your colonizers return as your investors. Do you know Warren Buffett just invested almost $1 billion in residential real estate? Y'all know what this means? Do y'all get what this means? That means soon you ain't even gonna be able to buy a house. The middle class is under attack. BlackRock, they'll buy 50,000 homes and then sell it to themselves for 700,000 each. Now your neighborhood's values just doubled overnight. You can't afford to pay the property taxes no more. They got you out of there. Listen to me. How are they getting away with this? It's financial illiteracy. We don't even see what's happening. You know, when inflation rises the cost of turkey and bread and eggs, do you know that also raises the value of your house? Because we're financially illiterate, we don't even understand these words. The reason Donald Trump don't care about pumping all this free money into the economy is because he knows it's going to cause inflation and he owns so much real estate. Listen to me. Inflation is bad when you're a consumer and all you do is buy stuff. You're like a chump to them. But inflation is good when you buy the house for $200,000 and sell it for $300,000. That extra $100,000 was called inflation. except we call it equity. This is called literacy. What I'm trying to tell you, y'all, is that the average credit score in our community is 620, and you should be ashamed of that. The hood needs heroes. Somebody give it to me in the chat. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Somebody give it to me. I'm a hero. Y'all feeling me? Am I going too fast? Are y'all understanding we under attack, or are y'all a bunch of frogs? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Ribbit. Right? Now you're walking down the street, I just want you to ribbit. And you just see them like, yo. The Amazon drivers are dropping off the robots to deliver the packages, and they watch the robot make sure you're literally training your replacement. And he don't need a coffee break. He don't even got to use the bathroom. Ribbit. What I'm saying is the hood needs heroes, y'all. We call it Project 1000. We call it Project 1000. 800 credit score is worth $100,000. That means when we put 1,000 of them in your community, that's $100 million we just put in your community. We can do it with businesses too. We have a $50,000 funding guarantee with our business credit program, right? 1,000 funded businesses in your community means you just put 50 million in your community. Because we need a challenge, not an ice bucket challenge, but a challenge that positions us for wealth. 1,000 of these 800 credit scores is $100 million you just put in your community. You and your team just put in the community. You and your family and your church just put in the community. You and your best friends who are all in this big pot that's boiling as technology turns everybody into a completely useless, right? Commoditized cog in a machine. People are going to be starving in a minute. This industry is a next best chance, and it's up to you to spread the word. You got to rep your city. Imagine we got Jacksonville versus everybody, Detroit versus everybody, Huntsville versus everybody. But everybody's competing to get to 1,800 credit scores first. Let me see it in the chat. Where are you from? Where are you from? Let me see it in the chat. Where are you from? Where are you from? The movement is growing, y'all. What city is next? What city is next? Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Where are you from? Let's go. Let's go. Where you from? Rep your city. Let them know. Yeah. Tampa versus everybody. Pittsburgh versus everybody. Dallas versus everybody. Duval. Arizona versus everybody. Huh? Chi-Town versus everybody. Let's go. So what I'm saying is taxes are usually the biggest check of the year. We got to create a movement, y'all. So what are the 4 elements that are required? 1, you need the venue. 2, you're going to need some kind of curriculum, right? We ain't just going to put you out there. 3, you need a marketing campaign. You need marketing materials, but you need a campaign. Can I get a witness? And then 4, you need a system. So you can capture everybody that's into it and start to build a tribe. So let's break it down. What's the venue going to be? The venue, I suggest a church. Churches can join the program for free, and now they don't have to go all crazy. I know y'all been seeing it in social media. I don't know who had the craziest clip, Marvin Sapp or Marvin Winans, but the enemy will use that to push people away from God's kingdom. We got to be careful, y'all. Had they known about this program, they wouldn't have even had to embarrass themselves and embarrass the believers. Y'all with me? A church can use all our services to raise money for the community instead of these diabetes bake sales and hypertension fish fries. And when you pick that as your venue, all of a sudden the whole church is coming to you for taxes. Because you got to serve before you deserve. Even in missionary work, first come the food, then come the Bible. But if you come with the Bible first, we can't even hear you over our stomach rumbling. If you don't want to use a church, you can use an event center. You can use a library. You can use a Rotary Club. Okay? But the next thing you need is a curriculum. So let's talk about it. I love these worksheets. We got enough for 6 weeks of curriculum, y'all. This one's called The Banker's Secret. It talks about how quick your money will double based on the interest rate you're earning. I love it. This one's called The Debt Trap. I filled in the answer on this one. They all have an answer key, obviously, but I filled in the answers on this one because I just wanted you to see. Look, 5,500 is your starting credit card balance. You're paying 24%. That's the average on a credit card these days. You know what that means? No, because we financially illiterate. But I'm going to break it down for you, and you're going to be able to break it down for them. Look, 24% divided by 12 is 2%. So it's 0.02 times 5,500. That's $110 that's going to the what? The bank. So here you is paying your minimum of $130, and only $20 is going to your balance. Guess what that means? That means it's going to take you 22 years, and by the time they're done with you, that 5,500 is $30,000. Somebody say, wow. See, they can't unsee it. Listen to me, tax professional. This is how you start to build people who love you beyond tax season. This is how you start to create an experience where now they're telling everybody about your tax business. And when you have a team of tax professionals and you start teaching them these same concepts, it is over. Everybody else in your market is cooked because you're thinking like a marketer. Oh, but this is my favorite. Look at this one. Your number one asset. Your number one asset. Look, strategize your way to wealth. For a tax professional, this is the best worksheet you could ever imagine because it explains why every one of your clients needs to join your business. And now they become ambassadors of your tax business. Look what it does. It breaks down how if your mortgage is $1,000 and a spare bedroom is 20%, or if your rent is $1,000 and a spare bedroom is 20% of that apartment, well, that's a fifth of your living quarters. That means you now get to write off a fifth of your rent, or a fifth of your mortgage, a fifth of your utilities. So let's say the mortgage is $1,000, although I don't know where a mortgage is $1,000. But let's just use a simple number. That's $200 a month. That's $2,400 they already saved for the year that comes back on their refund because you told them about the power of financial literacy. Utilities. That means that's another $1,200. So far they had $3,600. We ain't even get to the cell phone, 85%. The mileage, these chumps is complaining about gas prices while I get 62 cents a mile. One of my tax professionals, somebody give it to me in the chat. How much do we get per mile this year if you own a business? Somebody give it to me in the chat. I know I'm in the right place to ask that. If I was on another webinar, they'd be like, IDK. If I'm around tax pros, I know somebody knows how much we get per mile. But look what else. You get to write off your wigs. You get to write off your hair bundles. You get to write off your red bottoms. Hey, fellas, we can write off our suits. We can write off our haircuts. Somebody with me? A home-based business is your number one asset. And no one even talks about it. By the time you get done with this form, they're signing up for your business. And they'll do it now in November so they can get a better refund in February. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? What's the third element? The marketing materials. We need a marketing campaign, y'all. Appreciate that, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan said it's 67 cents a mile now. I was wondering if I was in the right place, man. I appreciate that. All right, marketing materials. So we got 4 different types of marketing materials that I brought up on this particular presentation, but there are many more. But look, drop cards. You fold these up, they look like a $100 bill. You can drop them on the ground at events and film people trying to sneak and pick them up and have content that is so funny. Look, yard signs, AKA telephone pole signs, AKA highway exit signs. It'll blow your mind how many people call these numbers. It'll blow your mind how well a good place yard sign works. Postcards, you've seen those since the party days. Car magnets, self-explanatory. But what do we put on the marketing materials? Well, here are a couple ideas. Works like a charm. 24-hour recorded hotline. Believe it or not, That's the most important part of the whole card because people love to get something for free. 24-hour recorded hotline. Oh, so I don't have to pay? 4 secrets for fixing credit and buying a home fast as legally possible. Oh, heck yeah. Right? You mean to tell me I get to learn without paying somebody? Dang, I'm glad I saw this sign. I need that. Wow, it's a sign. Literally. 24-hour recorded hotline. 4 ways you can raise your score 100 points in 100 days. Wow. Wow, I need that. Y'all see what we just did? Look, y'all, we give them a couple, tips, authorized user, credit line increase without a hard inquiry. We start telling them about never pay your bills on time. You pay by the statement date, not the due date. We start chopping game with them. They like, wow. And then we tell them about our event we're doing at the venue. By the way, every Thursday we down there at the church. It's at the corner of this and this. They know where it is because that's where you put the signs. You put them off that highway exit. You put them by that telephone pole. You put them in those stores, on those windshields. You're taking over your market. You're becoming a celebrity. So let's do some marketing numbers, y'all. Check it out. 1 yard sign, 1 busy intersection. Let's call it 1,000 cars an hour. 1% of the traffic dials the number. That's 10 calls an hour, y'all. You'd be surprised what some of these highway exits see in an hour. 1,000 cars ain't a lot. That's 10 calls an hour, y'all. That's 200 calls a day off one sign. You're building a garden. You see that? You're building a garden. If you're with me, somebody say garden. Somebody say garden if you get where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to show you how to explode your business. I'm just trying to show you how you can 10x whatever you did last tax season. It's going to take marketing, y'all. And you got to do something different if you want different results. You can't be playing the game every other tax person is playing. It just ain't smart. But getting all them phone calls, you would throw your phone away. Because that was just one corner. That was just 1%. That was just one type of marketing. So what we need is a lead capture voicemail number. I love this thing because it emails you every night at midnight. It includes their phone number and how long they listen to your message. And you automatically know everybody who called the number wants credit. And maybe they want to buy a house, or maybe you put on your sign and buy a car. Now you're teaming up with the car lots. Guess who gets a lot of business from people who get a tax refund? Car lots. So maybe yours says 24-hour recorded hotline, 4 secrets for fixing credit and buying a car fast as possible. Now when you go to the car lot and you got all these leads that want to buy a car, guess who they sending them to get their taxes done? See, we call this strategic alliances, y'all. We call these joint ventures. We call this marketing. Listen to me. This thing is only $5 a month, and it's going to email you every night with everybody that called the number. You got to love it. So, did we check every box? Did we check every box? Keep it real with me. Did we check every box? We said recruitment. We said we got to craft a message that solves a real problem. We said we got to show up online and in the community with consistency, didn't we? We said we got to use funnels so we can capture our bees, didn't we? Did we check every box, y'all? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did we check every box? Yeah, we checked every box. Keep it real. Keep it real. We caught them. All right. Next, we talked about referrals. We said the during unit, referrals. We said we got to have an unforgettable client experience. We said we got to reward and recognize people who refer others. Look, we said we got to systemize the follow-ups. Did we check every box? Did we check all the referral boxes, y'all? Come on, we checked them boxes, y'all. We checked them boxes. Look, with retention, we said we got to communicate beyond the sale. Did we? We said we was going to add ongoing value through education. We said this is how we retain our clients. Remember? Look, We said we was going to educate them. We said we was going to celebrate the successes. Did we figure out a way to do all of these things? Y'all, we checked every box. Let's change the world then, tax pros. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's start a movement. So look, we got a basic package. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, man. Let y'all get on with your night. $199 startup fee, y'all. $49 monthly until you have 5. Once you got 5 clients, there's that number again. Once you got 5 clients, you don't even pay. Can you imagine if you had a restaurant, you sell burgers and fries, and once you sold 5 burgers and fries, you ain't got to pay rent, payroll, you ain't got to pay for more burgers and fries to get delivered? Would that be insane? I mean, a lemonade stand got to order lemons and ice and cups. You got a free business. Come on, man. It lets you offer everything we went over, plus you get to create a residual check. Okay? It's also tax deductible. If there's one crowd I ain't got to explain tax deductible to, is this one, but I'm going to still say it anyway. It's a free business. The government loves you starting a business, so they write it off on your taxes. You get it all back on your refund. The government loves you starting a business because you get to help lower the unemployment rate. They love it. Now they get to brag to other countries, we the best, we the best. That's why they incentivize you to start a business by making it tax deductible. It all comes back to you. It's free. And it's non-seasonal income, y'all. And it's non-seasonal income. Learn leadership, learn marketing, learn funding, learn e-commerce. That's all in the basic package. But look, the pro package, you get everything that I just now said in that one. It's $349 and $99 a month until you have 5. But look what else you get. It lets you offer everything we talked about. Plus, you can enroll partners and earn a residual check for helping that franchise grow. You get that? Plus, you get the AI credit system for free so you can see how well it works. Man, you gotta love it. Here's a quick earn your money back idea, y'all. Here's a quick earn your money back idea. Right now, start texting the person that enrolled you for a link. I got a quick way you can make your money back real quick. You know, these bank accounts get them up to $300 direct deposit bonus. Maybe you've heard of SoFi. The Rams play in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers play in SoFi Stadium. Everybody heard of SoFi? Well, when you join through Nove, because we're a fintech company and they're a fintech bank, you can get them up to a $300 direct deposit bonus just for switching their direct deposit, y'all. You can help them earn 3.8 to 4.5% interest. They're FDIC insured and all of that. But every time somebody opens a savings account with as little as $10, you earn $60. Look, that means 6 family members, you just made $360. That's your money back. You could literally cash app them to $10. I ain't saying do that, but you could. Or 10 friends. You get 10 friends and family to do it. That's $600. Look, or 50 clients. 50 family members, friends, and clients. You just made $3,000, y'all. You ain't even offered no credit yet. Plus, you're creating referral value. You see that? You're putting value into their life so they want to brag on you. Like, yo, you ain't seen nothing like my tax lady. The kind of thing she's a plug for. She just always got a resource. Like, she's just a whole come up. You got to meet her. Y'all see that? Here's a little script you can use. Hey, quick heads up. As one of my tax clients, you now have access to a high-yield savings account through SoFi via Nove. Most banks like Wells Fargo or Chase pay you 0.01. This one earns you 3.8 to 4.5% interest. Plus, you can get a $300 bonus with direct deposit. It's fast. It's FDIC insured. Want me to send you the link? Screenshot that and then put done once you finish. Screenshot that and then put done once you finish. Screenshot that real quick and then click done once you finish. Done, done, done. What most people don't know, y'all, while y'all are doing that, let me give you some financial literacy. When you deposit money in a bank, you're actually investing in a bank. It's not they're saving your money for you. It's that you're loaning them your money. You're investing in them. you should get more than 0.01% when inflation is higher than that. That means when you save money in one of them banks, they're really stealing it from you. You're being robbed at pinpoint. But because we financially illiterate, we don't even see it happening, y'all. They got us where they want us. You can even use Klarna. Anybody ever heard of Klarna? You can even use Klarna. Look, you pull up your Klarna, you search the stores and products. From there, you type in the link that whoever invited you gave you. Like if I invited you, you would type in novemoney.com/Hazik Ali. From there, you see it says pay with Klarna down there. And then it says, how much do you want to spend? You do it on a one-time card. You create a one-time card. Then it says, how much do you want to spend? You say $349. That's how much the pro is. And then it gives you the payments. You can even use our interest-free cash advance to afford the $90. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, y'all. I just wanted to show you this so you see how quick your thing can spread. This is a no-brainer. Somebody say no-brainer, no-brainer. So here go your next steps. Text link to whoever invited you to this Zoom. Get enrolled so we can start to build underneath you with all the late bloomers. Some of y'all that are here know what I'm talking about because y'all enrolled earlier this week and now we building under you. You ain't even yet do nothing but bring them to the Zoom. It's crazy, right? And then use the script that we give you to text your friends about tomorrow at 8 p.m. How did that feel, y'all? How did that feel? Y'all ready to stop being a commodity? Everybody get what we doing right here? How did that feel, Miss Reed?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I couldn't do it without you. The way you break this down for my tax people, it is just awesome. I just really want my tax industry people to understand that we already got what we need because we are EROs, we are service bureaus, we have the clients that we're already using. We have the clients that we already have in our organization. We don't have to go out and rebuild, you guys. This is an opportunity for you guys to utilize what you already have and expand that income stream for yourself, for your preparers and your team, as well as your clients. The person that adds the most value stays in the game longer. Exactly like he said, you want to be able to separate yourself from other tax professionals. And by doing that and setting yourself apart, you're going to be a full service business. We don't just do taxes over here. You want to be able to offer more services that are of value for your clients. This business has 5 to 6 products that we help our clients with, and they never have to pay us any money, such as the savings accounts. Like I just make a post every day. I open up 6 savings accounts a day. Hey, I've made some money for today just by giving people a free service. It's free to open up the savings accounts. They get a checking account. It has Zelle. They have credit card opportunities. SoFi is on the #1 list of all high yield savings accounts. Basically, you guys, financial literacy is what's going to get us to the top. If you guys know anything about me, if you guys have been watching me for years and years and years, you guys, I own businesses that I make consistent money off of, but I bought those businesses back with 2021 and 2022 tax money, right? So we wasn't able to do that outside of financial literacy. Don't be those businesses, no matter what business you're in, and year after year, you're kind of stuck in the same place. So I hope this Zoom brought value to you guys. I hope it brought plenty of value for you and for your business. Now, if I invited you here, just send me a text message, whatever way that I contacted you, if you're not Zoom, and go ahead and I'll send you a link to get started. If anybody else invited you here, get back with them. You guys that got signed up last night, or if you got signed up the night before, go ahead and get with your people to see who's ready to sign up tonight so that when we return for the Zoom on tomorrow night, they will be able to bring their people on, you guys. We do everything for you. So to a certain extent, let me go too far because I know y'all will take that literally. You got to do something. Let me not go there. You got to do something, but all you got to do is get your people here. If you could get your people here, we're going to show them the things that's needed that's going to add value to your business to where your clients are going to be seeking you out, you guys, right? You're not going to be in this race chasing clients and things like that. I know if y'all notice, I don't post a lot of tax flyers and things like that because at this point, you don't have to when you become that authority or that celebrity in your space. Okay. So y'all go ahead and drop some diamonds in the chat. Drop some diamonds in the chat for my special guest tonight. I'm so thankful that you took your time out once again to speak with our community, to educate us, you guys. That's one thing that we need. Like when we make it to the top, don't be too big to come back down. I love giving back, so I thank Mr. Haziq Ali for giving back to our people, for just showing us the way, you guys. If you want direct mentorship from a millionaire, you got to put yourself in the right positions, you guys. You've got to be in you've got to be in rooms where you see people that look like you doing the things that you want to do. It's possible, you guys. I'm a self-made multimillionaire, you guys, and it is because I put myself exactly where I see myself, and I never stop being a student, and I never stop learning. All right. I don't see enough diamonds in the chat. Show some love for Mr. Haziq, y'all. Come on, light this chat up, light this chat up. He has been here for us 3 days in a row, 3 days in a row. We appreciate you so much for your service. So I am not going to hold you guys too long. If you have any questions, we do have the payment plans together. I mean, we do have the payment plans available, and we do have payday advance loans available as well as personal loans. That's one of the services that we offer through our Nove company. And you also make a income from those services. Okay. So make sure that you get back with the person that invited you here. Get your ERO signed up, get your service bureau signed up so that your team can get signed up and they'll be signed up under you and so on and so forth. It just kind of trickles down. And even when your team signs people up. So basically, we all get money together, you guys. I made my first $1 million in 6 months, and I did it with a team of 12 people, you guys. There's power in numbers. And the more people you help make money and get what they want, the more you will get what you want. So, you guys have a great night. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank yourself for showing up, and thank God for giving you the opportunity to do it again, right? If you're still here today, because a lot of people didn't make it, this is your chance to know that God is not done with you. And don't continue being poor, which means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Don't pass over opportunities repeatedly. You guys have a blessed night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. If you need me, I'm available. Go right ahead and reach out to me, Netasha Reed. If I invited you here, you should have my cell phone number. Y'all have a great night.